if I may, I'd like to tell a story. Mid-March this year, the Chief Justice's office was broken into, and they stole about 15 computers. Now imagine the kind of information that's contained in these computers. Yes, we do have security to protect from logging into the server, but what about the data that's stored locally in the machines?
Okay, so that's where our solution comes in. Basically, there's already applications out there that like deny access to devices that a lot. But the one main thing about those applications is that you have to know your devices first class, and then you have to actually go on to like maybe a dashboard somewhere and say my device is logged, it's logged. So our platform basically is the device automatically, when certain parameters are met, when certain parameters are violated, it automatically takes the first step and says, I think I've been stolen. Let me log myself, even though my user doesn't know I've been stolen yet, I'll just take the initiative. So that's what makes us different.
So we cannot deny the fact that mobile devices have become part of our daily lives. So that is why we take mobile devices and make them communicate with the computer so that we make that security much better. So the way it works is you have your mobile device that you can set the geo fencing for your home and for your office and other safe places, such that you can only use that device when you are in those safe locations. So when you're in a safe location, you can automatically decrypt certain files on your computer using geofencing of your mobile device as well as the computer. So I'm already demonstrating. So you can sort of say you can let's say you can pinpoint the location. Okay. You can pinpoint the location and then just say create a fence.
Select the map.
Okay, so it was just working right now.
Okay, so actually it's working here. At the moment we only have one fence at a time. So with select a location, so I'll just click a random one there. Then I'll come to here, create fence. So create a fence like a specific radius. At the moment we had it fixed because at the moment we're just testing. So, but you'd be able to specify the radius of that fence, and basically you'd be able to specify more than one. And we actually wanted to get to a point where we could specify time frames within that fence where the devices would encrypt the data or not.
So ideally, what we wanted to do is to have a desktop application, because let's not run away from the fact that most of our important information that we store mostly in laptops and desktops. Laptops and iPads mostly for mobile sake, for convenience sake. So what it does is, once you define the parameters, or once you register into our application, so the whole system is to actually have a desktop application. We had something that we actually made, and we just broke it when we were trying to make them actually talk together. So within that folder, what happens is specify certain folders that you want to encrypt. So when somebody actually, when you specify this area that, okay, you want your information to be used at work and at home. So you specify that in the geofence, and then once you enter the area, that information, you don't need to authenticate or do anything. You have that file, you can actually read, you can actually utilize the information that is in there. Once you go outside the defined perimeter, the information is encrypted and is always encrypted. So what we try to also add onto the desktop application that what we try to have on the desktop application is so that we can account for things like when there is no internet usage. So we use symmetric, for demonstration purposes, we had used symmetric encryption. So with symmetric encryption, you use the same key to both encrypt and decrypt the data. So we just stored the keys locally so that we can be able to use it to actually decrypt the data. And then, as you can see from the layout, you specify the folder that you want to encrypt, and all those files will be encrypted once you leave the geo-fenced area. And once you go back in, it automatically encrypts them.
So the beauty of this technology that we're trying to implement here is that you can forget your device, or maybe it gets stolen. Then you don't need to go running after your device to clear your data. From remotely, you can simply click a button and say, encrypt my files. In fact, they're already encrypted, so that guy would need your device to be able to decrypt the data.
And just last thing, on a larger scale, you will actually be using asymmetric encryption, whereby you will have a public key and a private key, and you always use a public key for
Time up.